Alright, welcome back to yet another episode of Godwin's Law. Where did we leave off? What happened last week? Last week...
On the last episode.
On the last episode of Godwin's Law, we spent extensive time acquiring, interacting with, and defining the character of a metrosexual lumberjack for Heidi, I believe. A metrosexual lumberjack stripper.
Hipster thing.
Hey, Mom.
It was amazing. It was
Mom.
perfect. We
Hey, Mom.
literally found her soulmate.
Mom, look at me, Mom. Mom.
We did
Mom,
find
pet
my
me.
soulmate,
Mom.
and it's not this cat.
Pet me, Mom. Mom.
It's not this cat.
Mom, what? Ah!
Look at my butt.
I know, buddy. I know.
And so that happened. We learned that the only entrance into the city beneath Berlin, which is where we needed to go, was probably in this old segment of was it a museum? No, it was next to a museum. It was a concert hall.
Concert hall.
It was a concert hall sitting next to a museum in Berlin, guarded by Bloody Mary. So after Giles Bartholomew, I remember the name. After Giles Bartholomew was gifted the sword of the Archangel Michael, which is a lightsaber that responds to the language of existence, which is music.
Go, go, Power Rangers.
Go. Oh, it's so good.
After all of that, the party finally uncovered an entrance into the city beneath Berlin, and they ventured deeper into the city beneath Berlin in hopes of finding out where Hitler is hiding from the party, and whether or not there is a way to stop him, because he is currently a lich empowered by Satan himself. We have a real obsession with Satan on this channel. I don't know. As a side effect, there were Satan bears, and now there is a Satan Hitler. Like, I think it just keeps escalating, right? Like, next we're gonna have like a Satan. It's gonna be so weird.
Satanception.
Satanception.
Maybe in the future there'll be a Satan pie.
In my experience as a GM, if by the time you are done with a small campaign, you are not drinking to forget it, you did not do it correctly. All right, that is how I feel.
No, that's just because you've been playing with me too fucking long.
So let's get this party started. As you guys like the wall crumbled away with the final bellowing scream of Bloody Mary as she announces that she just needs blood and revenge. And she vanishes off into the night. So at the price of unleashing a truly evil monstrosity into the world, you did gain access to Hitler's secret city underneath Berlin.
I mean, she doesn't want revenge on us, though.
Yeah, I'm secretly hoping she wants revenge on Lichler over there. Because I'm pretty sure the swastika carved at her forehead was not her choosing.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. I know people who are crazy enough that maybe they would carve the swastika on their own forehead.
yeah, I'm gonna go with she
I'm
wants
gonna go with
revenge
no.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with no on that one.
All right, so
I'm gonna respectfully disagree.
so as you guys head down into the city beneath Berlin, you like there are cobblestone streets. It is actually a city. It is not just a series of tunnels, right? It is this underground. It has been the caverns that the city and the buildings occupy are actually dug out somehow by some sort of unnatural force. They're very smooth. They aren't rough or jagged, right? And there are these electric street lamps that at the time must have been the most cutting edge to have just this huge network of electric street lamps, especially ones that were built so durably that they function even now. What power source could they be drawing on that is so eternal that between the time of World War II when this place was built and now, after having been sealed for so long, that they still run? You don't have an answer to that question, but it is on your minds as you delve deeper and deeper into the underground city. Now, you guys are on the lookout. What we are here to learn: 1, where is Lich Hitler hiding? 2, is there anything that we can use against him as a weakness? Because currently, you guys don't stand much of a chance against a powerful spellcaster who has had years and decades to practice his art with a trainer so proficient as the devil.
I don't know. We got Michael's sword, so
Yeah, that's true. As,
I'm
you know,
feeling pretty good about this.
as things go, I think that's pretty useful.
I've got the power of rock.
You've got
Metal.
No, that's damn.
That's new wave, man. You've got the power. Like, nah, that's.
You've got the power.
Garlic! Garlic! Right? Don't you have garlic too? Something about.
We have got garlic.
Yeah, we brought garlic.
Yeah,
with us.
something about garlic too.
All right.
Oh, I just went to eat Greek beforehand. I didn't actually bring garlic with me.
Yes, you did.
This is awkward.
So, what are you guys on the lookout for? Like, what do you seek in the city beneath Berlin, and where do you expect to find it? Like, do you go looking, like, what signs or like terrain or kinds of buildings or anything would you go looking for to find something along the lines of what you're seeking?
Well, we were told that he relies on witchcraft and that if we cut him off from the source of his power or destroy the vessel, then we could have a chance to win.
Of course.
So if there's something that's powering these lights and has been for quite some time, maybe
it's the
it's
same
also
source.
that it's also powering some of his other stuff or himself.
Do any of you guys have like something like some red fabric or something?
Do we? I don't.
I have a scrap of flannel from the the lumberjack.
That's your most prized possession, though.
Can I borrow that for?
I'm not sure if I can give you this.
Okay, then no, don't.
Are you gonna vomit on it?
No.
What are you gonna do with it?
I'm trying
What are you
to
gonna
because
do
we
with
need
it?
to figure out where we're gonna go. So I'm trying to get my mind into the mind of a Nazi. So I want to get the band so I can get in a Nazi's head, so we can figure out where we're going.
Here.
And Heidi is like, all right.
Oh, fine.
I'm gonna keep looking for a power source.
I figure if you're gonna tie this around your arm like a fucking Nazi.
Yeah,
He's literally using it to do the red armband on. I don't know how that's
Well,
gonna
I
happen.
suppose that's out of the way of projectile vomiting. So here you go.
Oh God.
Plus
+1 to
have
blending in as a
flannel,
Nazi.
like-
Congratulations.
Maybe we should all blend in as Nazis. Are there people around, or is it silent?
Yeah, there actually are. There any like noises?
It is silent.
That's a fair question, actually.
It is silent. It is barely dimly lit. You are the only living things that have set foot in this segment of the city for a long, long time, which doesn't quite make sense with the intel that you got from Agent Mac. Giles. If you recall, Agent Mac said that he was here recently. But not according to what you're seeing, he wasn't.
Well, not in this area specifically, maybe.
Right.
Wasn't there something about like a pocket dimension or some shit though? Maybe he's on a different plane of existence. And y'all played D&D before?
I'm starting to like this metal stuff.
16 walls.
So I'll tie the armband around my arm, or I'll tie the flannel around my arm. Yeah, that's the way. And then I'll start focusing.
Is there anywhere that looks like a central place whilst he's doing this? Is there
Sure,
anywhere
roll-
that's like a...
Roll me logic. Give yourself advantage for having an armband, I guess.
No, what? Oh God, I
Drunken
love
logic,
this
man.
game.
What were you saying?
No, this has nothing
Giles?
to do with the game. Everything to do with Trevor.
I actually understand how this is going to help Trevor. I've known this character for a long time. What's up, Giles? What were you saying?
I want to look for a you need to /roll, not .roll.
Oh, I can't. Because I botched. Because of pyromancy.
Oh, damn.
You have a really good idea. You have an awesome idea, Trevor. I'll tell you what your
What's
awesome
the
idea is in a
idea?
minute, though. I'm gonna get around and I'll tell you what your idea is. Giles.
Oh, okay.
I want to look for a central location. This is underground Berlin, right? This was his stronghold. So where is like the seat of power? Where is the central focus of this area? Because you know he had a bit of an ego about him. So would he not have like everything concentrated on him as the central figure? I guess.
Yeah, no,
Is there
you're
a
right.
statue?
Yes. If you follow the main road, you will see in the distance that that just barely you can make out the silhouette of like an 11 or 12-foot tall man standing dead still, wearing probably a Nazi uniform.
You know, the
The things
the
sticking out of his
gesture I'm
thighs.
not gonna make as well, but I'm
Yeah.
sure the statue's making it.
It's not this.
Right.
Okay.
And so that's where Giles is gonna go. And Grunt, you want to find the power?
Either the power, or you know what might piss Hitler off a lot? Knocking over his fucking statue. You guys want to tear down a Hitler statue?
Is that what you're gonna go do,
Oh.
Giles?
I'm gonna, yeah, like you guys want to go tear it down. I bet he'd be super pissed if that happened, especially if it's the center of the city.
Hold on, man. I got. Hold on.
All right.
And you know what? Even if that's gonna make a fuck ton of noise.
Heidi, you're tracking the power.
Yes, that's
Tracking-
what I want to do.
Tracking is
going
gonna be a perception roll.
I crit because of Dreadnire. Woo!
All right. So on a critical success from Dreadnire, you will notice that the wires, they don't go underground, right? That the wires that lead to these lamps, you can actually follow them back. And you will eventually follow them all the way back, a little ways away from the party, not outside of earshot, right? But around the corner and so on, and you will find that these wires, it's this big square, like this rectangular. It's about the size of it's about the size of like a boardroom table. And it comes about as high off the ground, right? But instead of having, just like the flat surface and then the legs, it's just one giant, like a box made out of this old crumbly stone. And there's a lid on top of it, right? And the wires, they crawl up the side of this thing and slip underneath the lid. What do you do?
I got a new plan.
I lift the lid.
Roll me might. This is a fucking heavy lid.
You need some help, Heidi?
I crit because of pyromancy.
Oh shit! Heidi don't need my fucking help.
All right. So Heidi, you look around. You'll actually find some grips, like places where the thing is supposed to be grabbed, and you can barely. And there's this deep, this deep resonant scraping sound as stone grinds against stone as you shove it. And when you look in, there are golems, and you can immediately identify them as golems because they are like, their bodies are as they're being wounded, all right, because they're in this solution, all right, and their skin is melting and revealing clay and then repairing, and melting and revealing clay and then repairing, and their eyes are glazed over, and it is clear to you that they are in tormentous, agonizing pain, and whatever the chemical reaction is between those golems and this chemical is causing sparks to shoot up and through the wires to power these lamps, which means that these golems have been in captivity and tortured since World War II. There are all kinds of sigils and runes and occult symbols, like, carved on the inside of this tomb.
Do I know what any of those mean?
Do you recognize some of them from the Star of David and the circle and the room and the prayer? If you had to guess, it's something about entrapping the angels within the golems so they can't leave. So that's what you find there. Now, Trevor.
Yeah.
You have this awesome idea, right?
Yeah. What's my idea?
All right, so you're following Giles and you're thinking, you've got your arm. All right, think. What? Okay, so I gotta think. Like, what do? They spawn, and they run, and they take up positions, and they shoot it at the people playing the video game. Right? That's what they do.
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
how that
so-
works.
But you don't want to be
I
the
think.
grunt. You want to be the boss. You want to be the big one. You want to be the one that's difficult to kill. Because I mean, who wouldn't want to be that, right? So you think and you look, and where would the one that's difficult to be? He would be in the most dramatic place possible, right? Like that's
Man,
where
that's
the boss
exactly-
kicks into the level, right, and like kills 3 of his own dudes to make a big dramatic entrance. He's gonna be over by that statue. Oh man, Grunt and Giles are already heading that way.
Oh
Right.
man, you guys are totally. Wow, you guys are good at this. You didn't even need an armband.
So, as you show up, right, your genius ideas around when you guys show up in the center of this like it's this huge crossroads, right? In the center of the crossroads is a statue of Hitler, looking as magnificent as they could make him look, right? Imposing and commanding and huge. And he's standing on this pedestal, and from the pedestal, right? From a step. What? I'm hot. What's going on? Hold on, I just saw that somebody said I was hot in chat. I need to.
It's
Oh,
it's
not
no,
important.
don't,
It's past.
don't.
We're already past
It's
that.
gone. It's
No.
over.
Damn it.
No, and I made a
Anyways.
joke, and we're all laughing now.
All right. So from the base of this pedestal is a ring of these of what look like coffins. They've got that coffin shape, right? And that like the heads of the coffins are facing outwards, right? So the feet of the coffins are connected to the pedestal upon which Hitler stands, and you
Are
realize
the coffins
as you're
laying down or standing up?
they are laying down, right?
Okay.
And you realize as you are approaching, you realize that Hitler is not here to issue a command or command respect, right? The position he has is defensive. Like the position he has is as if to say, I dare you to take that which is mine. I will stop you, right? And
Fuck him!
your genius idea, Trevor.
Yeah.
You gotta open all of those coffins. Whatever he's trying to
Yeah,
stop
that
you from
ma- that
getting,
makes
that's
sense.
yeah. What he doesn't want you to have those coffins. So fuck him. That's your idea.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Guys, I've got hold on. It's in here. It's in here. We need and I'll start opening it.
All right. The look on Giles' face.
Giles. I don't. You might want to get your gun out.
No, I've got the sword of Michael out. It's fine.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
get
already
both
active.
Of them.
It's you can almost
Both of them. Can't you? Is the sword two-handed?
Or
No, it's
yeah,
not.
what happens if you use the
An
sword?
automatic
two-handed?
rifle in one hand and the lightsaber in the other.
Yeah, motherfucker. Let's do
There's,
this. We're fucking
like-
team fortressing over here.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll get a gun out as well. Why not?
You pull out your automatic rifle.
Yeah, fuck it.
All right.
My shit's two-handed. Yours is not.
All right. So, Giles pulls out his gun, right? And I need you to know the song that the lightsaber, that the sword of Michael responded to when it was awoken this time was Power Rangers, right? So every motion it makes is another note through that song, right? So you're like,
Okay.
Best decision ever.
It's got a goddamn theme song.
I might regret this, but Trevor,
Yeah, what's up?
I know you
I'll
have
look over my
grenades.
shoulder as I'm.
I know you have grenades, but do you have any firearms?
I actually don't have either of those. Somebody stole my pants.
Oh,
But he's wearing pants, right? Like he's actually
Yeah,
wearing
just-
pants.
yeah.
So the fact that he says somebody stole his pants, okay.
I might regret this. But I'm gonna give him like a pistol. Like I'll
Yeah.
like shoulder the rifle and just give him a pistol.
So, in the middle of like the drunken slurring, you hand him the pistol, and he looks at it for a second, and then a moment later, you see him clear the chamber, pop the clip out, and he goes through the whole thing mechanically, like he's done this before on the
Okay.
regular, and he does it quite cleanly and soberly, and it's a little unsettling.
Maybe I won't regret that.
All right. And what is Grunt doing?
All right, well, I guess we've abandoned I'm going to overturn Hitler statue. So Heidi went off to the golem room, and there's a golem all hooked up and shit to a whole bunch of wires and whatnot.
Your character's
Can I?
no
Well,
knowledge of that.
yeah.
I want to head off to Heidi's room, actually.
Okay.
Oh,
Heidi
no.
went off too.
Look what happened last time that we were left on our own. Just like
At least we can't
Has
set
she-
fire. Oh man, maybe we could set fire to Hitler.
Well, I'm assuming we're all in like a relatively short, like it's not, you could yell and I would come and get you. Like we're not like halfway across town now at the hospital versus a bar. So, but no, I want
Sure.
Do I see like the golem?
I'm
shutting the lid as she walks in.
Okay, well, Heidi, before that happens, like I give Heidi a little bit of time to react to what she
Okay.
saw first, and then we'll have. So Heidi, what do you do when you uncover the golems being tortured to power the electric torches?
Are they screaming? Can
No.
I hear them?
No, their faces are contorted in pain, but they make no sound. You suspect
I
this
do
is
not-
because as angels recognize that music is the sound of creation, to create that sound would be defeat.
Okay. I don't want to mess with it while everybody is separated because that seems dumb.
Okay.
So
Oh,
I'm
doing stuff
going
while the party is
to.
separated. It's fine. How could that go wrong?
I'm just saying I don't want to either like do anything to accidentally increase the power of what's going on or decrease the power of what's going on while I don't know where anybody is. So I'm going to shut the lid
All right.
and turn around to try to find people.
All right. So you're gonna get the lid closed, nice and easy, right? And then as you're turning around to find out what happens, to find out where everybody is, Grunt walks up.
Anything interesting in this room?
I think I found the source of the power of the lights.
Oh god, turning that off would probably be terrible though.
Yeah, because
When I think about like
we don't have any alternate power source or anything like that. And yeah, they did say that cutting off the source of his power would maybe be how to stop him, but I'm not sure if this is what's powering him.
yeah.
But at least we know where it is so that we can come back here and mess with it if we need to. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
because well, I was just coming to get you because the other guys, they've run off to another room, and you know how it is. So I figure we should all stay together.
Yeah, probably should. I don't think that it's a good idea to
But,
wander off.
Yeah, I think at some point we need to free these golems because this is horrific. If what you're telling me is true and the entire facility is being run on, golem power.
She didn't mention golems at all.
Oh, okay.
Like she had the thing closed, right? She said, "I think I found the source of power," but she didn't specify what it was. Grunt has no idea.
All right. Okay. Then, yeah, we'll have to disconnect this at some point. But for now, yeah. Before they get into any more trouble, we need to go.
Yeah, we better
On
fight
cue,
them.
I
I'm not
am
sure
opening
that-
coffins.
I'm not sure that I
Yeah.
trust Trevor in the state that he's in right now, so
Yeah, party plane was a bit much for him. Let's go.
and I'll like elbow him a little chummily. Chummy elbow.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, I don't think we
will
need to turn off the lights or the power quite yet. Maybe when we... Oh, they get his attention, though, I bet. Frick. All right. So we're going to head back to
You're gonna head back to the statue. All right. So Heidi, opting to not specify what the source of the power was, returns with Grunt, and It's about this time. Okay, so you push the first, Trevor. You push the first sarcophagus open, and then you push the next one open. And you're.
What
doing
do
this-
I see?
Are
in
you
the
going
box?
clockwise or counterclockwise?
Well, I want to know what's in the box.
Oh, fuck off.
Do you push the lid off clockwise or counterclockwise?
I will go clockwise.
All right, so you're gonna go clockwise. All right, so you push it off, and there is a body inside the coffin. There's the body dressed very formally in like a tuxedo, right? And the eyes are closed, but they have blonde hair, pale white skin. They're wearing gloves. Like, it's the full formal setup. And inside of the sarcophagus, there are like sigils and runes on the along the edges. They look like, as you look at them, they're like, "You are drunk and do not understand sigils, Trevor."
Hey, I'll open up the first coffin. Hey, Giles, these guys look like you. I mean, a little blonder. But look, they've got the snazzy. It's really good.
They've
Okay.
got
I mean, except they're
snazzy.
Nazis,
They've
so
got
it's less awesome.
Yeah, so
Uh,
so this style of suit they're wearing, is this of like the World War II era style of
Yes.
clothing, or is
Yeah,
this
it-
like
it-
okay,
it-
so
it
it's
is-
not a
it is
reason
appropriate to the era that they would have come from? Yes.
right? And is there any like symbology, like I don't know, lapel pins or anything like that? That I mean,
No,
okay, yeah,
they
you've
are
got
actually-
the blonde hair, but yeah,
They are devoid of symbolism or iconography themselves.
does the sword react to them in any way?
No.
Hmm.
As you
Are
recall,
me and Heidi in the room yet,
as,
or no?
as you recall, Trevor, you had this brilliant idea to open up all the sarcophagi that was the result of a
Yeah.
match. So you're going to open up all the sarcophagi, right?
Yeah.
How many are there?
There are 6.
I'll stop every 2 or 3 to take a drink from the flask.
All right.
Oh my god.
As Trevor is opening up the last one, right, and looking up at the statue, like, what are you gonna do? I opened up your sarcophagus, right? Like, there you are, Giles, right? You're at the
I want to
ready.
be on edge because you know the whole Bloody Mary incident. I'm just getting ready. If one of these fuckers wakes up, I just want to slice it. Like,
Yep.
just
Chop its head clean off.
And
Just straight
so as you are as you are there, I want everybody to roll me initiative here, actually, because we are clearly
No.
moving towards a.
I regret nothing.
wow.
Regret everything.
Giles,
Oh gosh darn it.
what are you
All right,
doing,
so
man?
wait, we got Giles. You are number 3, right?
I'm on a 3. Yep.
And
Plus-
then
okay.
Kajer,
You
I
forgot
know.
your agility,
11.
Giles.
I
Mhm.
don't have agility.
Sarah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm on a 21.
So yeah, I did forget it from my
Ploots?
sheet.
I'm rolling right now. 1
right.
D6 exploding.
ten for Ploots.
What? Why have you forsaken me, Dice? Why have you forsaken
All right.
me?
So here's what happens, right? Giles, you are waiting for one of these bodies to stand up, right? They don't. Instead, once the last sarcophagus is open, Trevor. Now that you've opened all of his shit, you've rummaged around in his drawers, right? How do you taunt him? He's down there looking at you, right? Like defensively, the way he has been this whole time. How do you taunt him?
Zip.
Because
I know Trevor would.
I know, and the problem is that, okay, this is gonna seem like I'm making a pattern, but it's not supposed to be. Just know that circumstances have put me into this, because I'm gonna climb up and piss on the statue.
Okay, what people don't understand if you don't watch Judas Steer is that last session we had an entire scene be derailed because Chris's character insisted on pissing on somebody's booth because he hated who they were in a saloon.
You trying to? That's a bar fight. That's a recipe for a bar fight, you varmint.
Yeah, no, that was
That was the point. That was the idea. He was trying to declare that pissing on
God damn
things.
it.
Now, in his defense, in Judas Steer, his character has an insanity where his character is addicted to water, and so he does actually have to pee all the time.
Okay, he has to pee all the time.
There was
yeah.
a circumstance for that, and he's trying to declare that him peeing on things is not a pattern, but the entirety of the nerd herd knows better than to think this isn't a pattern. Chris, you have developed into the guy who sets everything on fire and pees on everything. Like that is.
Well, I mean, I gotta.
You're gonna
put it
start getting
somehow.
typecast, bro. You need to stop.
So I got this idea for this adventure, but it requires that somebody pee on a thing. I think we should have Chris in the game.
I think we should have him. Yeah, I've heard this guy's really good at pissing on shit and setting it on fire.
Like, yeah, so so there you are, Trevor. I got you shit. He's looking down like in that same pose he's been the whole time, and you're like, you know what? And so as you guys are like waiting for these fucking things in the sarcophagus to stand up, Trevor starts like climbing up onto the statue, and then you hear the zip, and you're like, oh god, right? And he's just like,
Well, if he is watching, that's one way to do it.
He's
I'm
literally
not
pissing
just
on a statue
whistling.
of Hitler right now. How am I
Are
not
you
supposed to put this on YouTube?
Are you Snapchatting this?
I am.
I'm not watching the video, but this is a memory. This is an important
I
memory.
am not just whistling. Okay, I'm making awkward eye contact with Hitler while
You
I'm
can't put
pissing
that
on him.
shit on YouTube. We're standing in the middle of a city no one knows about looking at a 12-foot statue of Hitler.
They don't know it because I know I'm being filmed at this point. They don't know where the Hitler statue is.
I'll claim
Like,
it's
just
Photoshop.
to look
I'll claim
around.
it's Photoshop. We'll be fine. Sony Vegas. We'll be fine. All right. So
Okay.
I
make sure not
Everywhere.
right.
Don't worry about it.
So I have never before in my life had a reason to ask for a role for this, Trevor. But this is relevant.
God damn.
This is actually relevant to the direction the scene will take. To piss on the statue of Hitler, I am going to require an agility check.
Okay. I want you to know that for the people who haven't watched enough of me playing yet, dice. I create new dice rolls all the time.
So
I got 11. I think an 11 is sufficient to piss off.
oh no, to piss off Hitler, maybe a little bit on Hitler, maybe a little bit pretty much everywhere, right? Is what's going on because you're trashed. Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of doing the
But
sway
this was
right,
relevant
for-
because I needed to know whether or not you got him right in the eyes. Because that's relevant when the statue starts to move. So there you are, pissing and whistling and like, trying to spell your name on Hitler's face and it's going everywhere and you're not really getting him, but... Right? So all of a sudden, there's that grinding as Hitler's statue, the giant 12-foot animated statue, turns, right? And it opens a palm and its fingers are arced and curled, right? And it's looking at you, Giles, and it's opening its and the sarcophagi around it, right, are actually starting to pulse with a dark magic that's arcing up to the statue, right? As the statue is building a sphere of energy in its palm, looking right at you.
As the statue starts moving,
What
I'm
do you
gonna
do,
look-
Heidi? It's your initiative.
Oh. Can I say what happens before the combat?
What was going to happen?
Well, because as the statue starts moving, I'm going to turn back and look at the others and be like, is this thing moving or am I drunk? I can't tell anymore.
I jump in the wave, Giles.
Still pissing, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this thing still moving? Am I drunk? All right. So Sarah, you're gonna spend your action jumping in front of Giles?
Yes.
All right. When it eventually releases its shot, I'll let you be the one to take the hit. All right. Trevor.
Perfect.
First things
Yes.
first. The statue you are standing on top of while trying to take a leak is moving. Roll me agility.
Damn it, this is the hardest piss I've ever taken in my life.
Medic Blue
Why
says,
is
"Is
this
this
guy-
thing
Never had a
moving or am I
kidney
drunk?"
stone.
Medic Blue says, "Is this thing moving or am I drunk?" Yes, and yes.
Yeah, it's moving.
All right.
I think
You
I
do
keep my
not
balance.
fall off the statue. All right.
That's good.
You are like, whoa, up on one foot and balance, and like there's like a whip, a spray like everywhere, right?
You got pee
But-
on your pants,
But
though,
like,
just so you know.
"Ah!" All right, so while you're doing the fucking I don't want to fall off dance and spraying everywhere, what do you do?
Well, I got my dick in one hand, and I've got a gun in the other, so I'm gonna shoot the statue.
Somebody fucking ad quote that sentence. I've got my dick in one hand and a gun in the other, so I shoot the statue. What just happened?
If you don't make him roll to see if he doesn't get them mixed up, I'm gonna be upset.
Yo, you got a botch? Maybe you shoot your dick off.
Does he have a
Fine.
botch?
No, that's awful. I'm sorry.
Does
No,
he-
he doesn't.
Okay, so
He's got he's got.
roll me an agility attack to see if you can shoot the statue.
I'm like,
well,
man,
like,
you need to be careful. You need to be careful. Bruh. Guns. Drunk Souls 2.
Uh-oh.
Drunk Souls 3, pay
Nope.
praise the P.
nope, you do not, Trevor. You do not. As a matter of fact, there you are, right? And you pull the trigger, right? And the bullet will ricochet off the statue and up into the ceiling and then down into one of the sarcophagi, right? Who was near the sarcophagi? I think that was Grunt, Giles, and now Heidi as well. I want all of you to roll me a check of blah 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 fortitude at DC 15.
Everybody-
We all have a crit.
Yeah, we all crit.
All right, so
I
this
crit
I'm
because
sorry,
of
guys,
drip.
this is really hard.
All right.
I'm sorry.
so this sarcophagi, right? The body in it reaches up, but it's not. You realize it's not the body being animated, right? It's the body, like the muscles responding to the power coursing through it, right? And it's contorting and the muscles are twitching, right? And it's convulsing. And then the sarcophagi, the runes, as the bullet hits and the impact sparks off, that fucking sarcophagi explodes in a ball of black flames, right? Now, Heidi, you were diving to take the shot from Trevor, right?
Yeah.
For Giles. So you dive to take the shot for Giles, and you're gonna hit the ground with Giles, right? Like, you're back to the statue, knocking him out of the way of this explosion. And Grunt, you have a lot of experience with pyrotechnics.
Fuck yeah, I do.
It goes off and you don't panic. You just take one step back and be like, right?
Put my hat down
Just
a little
pull your
bit.
hat down a little, right? And get your fucking guitar out, right?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be like
Hell
the guy
yeah.
from Fury
All right.
Road.
Now-
Fucking Bard from Fury Road.
That was all right. It's your turn, Grunt. You pull your fucking guitar out, right? You've got your hat pulled down. The explosion didn't phase you. Now what?
And this guy. Okay, so wait, the coffin exploded,
Yeah.
or is the guy like the guy? Okay, so
Oh, the
there's no guy
body in it
hit
is
right there.
incinerated.
But the. Yeah. Okay. So. I guess the statue. I'm gonna bonk the statue.
All right. I'm going to rule that hitting a statue with a guitar doesn't fucking do squat. It's a huge
Right,
motherfucking
okay.
stone statue. So you're like,
Okay, so this
"Hey!"
yeah,
and
this
you
thing
hit
is
it.
gigantic.
Right, yeah, you hit it, right, and it lets loose this fucking like metal, like you've got a reinforced metal. You can smash things with, you smash
Yeah,
people.
bwong,
and things.
like
So it's like, bwong, right, and you can hear that same note like reverberating through the,
But it's hollow. All right.
right, yeah, and you can, like, but your statue, I mean your guitar, which got like a metal plating on the side, maybe with some spikes, like fucking metal as fuck, like. your guitar is fine. You can hit a giant Hitler statue right in the kneecaps with your guitar, and it will be fine. And you never thought when you read that advertisement for this upgrade to your guitar that it would actually be something that happened, right? You were just like, that's the most metal way I've ever seen somebody sell a guittar's durability to me before, and you purchased that guitar. But now you're like, hey,
yeah, reinforced. But
paid off.
motherfucking statue's hollow, number one.
Yep.
Number two.
Number two,
I gotta rethink this situation.
Giles. All right. Heidi is saving your ass from this blast. What do you do?
First of all, does that use both of our crits?
Your crit was to not get touched by that fire. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just wanted to clarify. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify. Okay. So thank you, my dear. I need to go to work now.
Excuse me, my panties hit the floor. Holy shit.
Nice.
So I'm gonna basically get up and following Grunt's lead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the statue, but I've got a lightsaber, so you know. Sorry,
right.
I have the sword of Michael.
Okay,
so I'm gonna go for this motherfucker and see if I can take out the other knee, I guess.
Heidi.
Yes.
Your action to put yourself between the blast and Giles. Do you wish that to still stand? Because it can. Because you did pass the roll.
Remember, I'm at full health again, pretty much. Just to put that out there.
No.
Okay.
I get him out of the way, but I don't take the blast. I get both of us out of the way.
Okay. Okay. Yep. I just want to make certain because if you wanted that action to still steer the course of the fight, like you could have had Heidi like scramble and it would have allowed even though it was your turn because you did state that was your action.
How high up is his arm? This one that's holding out the
he's like
the
12
blast?
feet tall. So if my hand sits about 3 feet off the ground and I'm 6 foot-ish, so that means you're looking at his hand. The tip of his finger is about 6 feet off the ground. So the tip of his finger is about equal to your head.
Okay, so I can slice his arm off instead of going for his knee. Yeah, I'm going for the arm that's charged up. Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
All right. So go ahead and roll me a might-based attack.
That I can do.
You should probably hit with this might-based attack, but
yeah, I get a 9.
right. So you're like, right, and what happens is that his other giant stone hand, like as you start excuse me. Yeah, I need to go to work now, right? And you stand up and you get the fucking blade and the gun and you're just like walking right at the statue like fucking stone-faced, like, all right, time to roll. Right? And the fucking lightsaber, you swing it, but as you're approaching, right, he's already, his other hand is gearing up with with more energy that he's funneling from these sarcophagi, right? And as you come in with the sword, he just puts his second open palm, so now he's doing this. Right? Like this. And your sword will collide with the energy. And there'll be sparks and energy is like... And he'll like actually shield himself from your attack at all there. Right?
Okay.
And then it's his action. Boom! What is your toughness?
15. I feel that Giles is perpetually just taking explosions to the face. That's fun.
You really are.
Oh!
Oh,
he rolls for shit. He doesn't roll for shit. All right.
Good.
Nat one.
Thing.
Okay, so he blocks the sword, right? And then his blast goes off like a fucking cannon, right? And you bring up your lightsaber, right? So you've got the gun slung over, and you see what's gonna happen, and you realize, hey, the lightsaber is antithetical to the magic, right? And so as the blast starts to charge up and he's about to release it, you bust out, right? And this blast is gonna send you skidding backwards across the ground, right? With your lightsaber like pressing against the energy. Like, and it's shoving you back, but the blast won't move past that lightsaber until it forces you back against like a wall from one of the buildings, and you force your lightsaber and you will cut the blast in two, and the building behind you will just fucking and just melt and decay like it didn't even exist. The building behind you rots, and there is you standing in front of this one small section of the wall that used to be there that's untouched with your fucking sizzling lightsaber looking at the statue of Hitler like, all right.
That's badass as fuck, buddy.
And that is where we're going to take our top of the hour break. If you want to find out what happens next, don't touch that dial. I'll be right back in 3 to 5 minutes. Who can man the guns?